What's up, guys? Cowboy here. I'm going to take you through the Leech as designed by Evil Wurst and show you modifications that I've made to it. I've been building it for the past several wipes, and I'm getting smarter and more efficient about it each time. I love this base. It's the upkeep is cheap. It starts from one square and one triangle, so it's really simple to get started. And yeah, I'm going to take you through what I've done to modify this for my use. And like I said, this base is designed by Evil Wurst, and this is not my design, but these are some modifications. Okay, first of all, you'll notice that the entire bottom section is sheet metal, and there's a vending machine out here. Sheet metal, sheet metal, sheet metal. It's only stone where it won't access anything. You could metal it up all the way, but I was trying to keep the costs down. So, let's take a look inside. First thing you will notice is the shooting floor. There are no windows. I got tired of people building up and opening up the shutters and shooting in. Seems like players really love to do that to this base. So if you don't have your reinforced window glass, they're building up, they're shooting into your base. I just got tired of them. I figured I could use the roof to shoot. I don't need a shooting floor, so I eliminated that. I added a vending machine to the build because early in the wipe you need gears. You need a lot of gears to build this base. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 garage doors. So yeah, that's a lot of gears. So I get them by selling a garage door for 4 gears in the vending machine, and then doubling and doubling, doubling until you've got them all, plus whatever you can farm. I tucked the furnaces into this corner, and then I don't armor up the TC like he recommends, because it's 16 rockets to come through 2 metal walls and get to the TC. You can armor this, which I've done in the past, but it makes your upkeep like 20 plus high qual each day, and no one ever hits the armored walls. They'll come in through a different wall and then go through the garage doors. They can come in through any other wall and then hit a garage door or 2, and it's 16 plus 6, 22 rockets to get the loot and the TC. Whereas if it was armored, it's 8 plus 15 is 23, is more expensive. It doesn't make any sense to do that. And every time I've built it, no one ever does it. They come in straight through the wall and then hit the garage doors for access. So instead of wasting my armor there, I just armor the ceilings. The ceilings above the entire basement are armored. So that way, if they blow in through the wall up here, let's say, or 2 doors, it's 4 rockets either way, and then 15 down is 19. And it would cost them additional 3 to get the TC or the loot. So it's balanced all around. It's cheaper upkeep. It just makes more sense to me to do it that way. Instead of building a jump up or ladder hatch for roof access, I just extend the chute up another story, and then I can use it for access to the hangar. This is a mini copter hangar that I added, which gives you plenty of room to land out here, and you know, you can just pull it in. There's plenty of room to kind of Austin Powers it around and turn around. This battery wouldn't be here. I was just kind of goofing around with the electrical, but the hangar allows you to have this closet where you can hide a battery, or you can put a battery in this triangle and put reinforced window glass over it. You can put electrical in here, boxes, whatever. It's a little more storage. And then a little jump up for the roof. You can put solar panels up here. You can put planter boxes, whatever. And if you're going to shoot somebody, this is where you go to do it. I put a campfire under here to use as a signal fire if you're flying in at night. And that way if you land a minicopter on the campfire, it gets all goofy and gets stuck. So this way, it's out of the way. But yeah, minicopter, definitely. A hangar is like a necessity for this game anymore. I'm using doors instead of windows because early in the wipe, what I like to do is I don't have all these garage doors. I don't have turrets yet. So instead out here I'll build wooden windows with wooden window bars. And you can come out here and shoot out of here. Use this as your shooting floor. Got one. One dead. And then it's the same kind of issue with the raid cost, where if they burn down the wood and come through this door, that's 2, and then they got to go through the armor, that's 17. So it's still actually cheaper to go directly through the walls for raiders. This saves them a door, but it doesn't even matter. So I went with doors. It's nice to, you can reload the turrets, you know. It just makes more sense to me to do that. And then my electrical, what I learned is you want to spread out the electrical. I used to try to fit absolutely everything on this wall, and it just becomes an absolute nightmare of just electrical branches everywhere. It's a nightmare. I have to go pee, man. So I built this a lot cleaner. I've got the root combiner and the batteries upstairs, and it feeds this branch, and all that comes out of the branch is it goes, this is solar power, so it goes to power the lights, which are blocked. They come on automatically. I like automatic lights. You can see the blocker and the switch for the lights. You can turn them off manually if you so choose. Ooh, ugly wire. Anyway, but yes, so then this switch, when it's off, it stops all the power flow, so your batteries are charging. And then I've got one branch for each of the 4 turret pods, and then the actual branches for the turret pods are up here. So it just keeps everything off that wall. It's much nicer this way. So you've got, you know, branch going to the turret, 1 for each door controller for the garage doors, and I'm using 2 medium batteries to power all this, which works, but obviously 1 large battery would be better. I was just testing it out with mediums, and it does work. So everything is wired to 1 switch. You just hit it, and you got turrets up, garage doors open on all 4 corners. So let's see if I can show you my electrical load in case you're wondering. Only 5 minutes of charge time. The batteries are barely charged. In an actual game, you would have placed this battery and had it charging well before you had the turrets built. But I didn't want to sit around and wait for them to charge up. And I'm only running, if you noticed, I'm only running 2 solar panels, which is actually enough to power all this. Oh, if I can jump. Yeah, I'm just running, I mean, you could double the solar panels. You could put 6 of them up here, you know, if you wanted to. But I was running 2 the entire last wipe with a large battery, and we never needed any more. I could have added more. I never needed to. Because every time you have the turrets off, they're charging the battery. So, yeah. Also, instead of using a window here, I like low wall, high wall, just because if they do happen to blast in, they still have to destroy the bench and then come through this wall. It's totally inefficient to raid that way. It would be 16 and 4 for the bench, just 20 to come in here. I plan on building this base again, I don't know, many times over probably. I love this base. It's once you get the turrets up, it is so much fun to use this base. people come anywhere near your base, you own them. I just want to thank Evil Wurst for coming up with such a cool base design, and I wanted to show what's possible to if you want to modify something you see online. And this has just worked out so good for me and my group. And yeah, that's all I got for you guys. Thanks for checking me out.